Happy Monday, guys. Today is the very first episode of Mompreneur Mondays. I am so excited to be bringing this segment to my YouTube channel. I know in the earlier video, the last one that you guys saw of 2020, I promised you a video explaining why I was gone for so long. I still will be doing that video. It's just going to come after this Mompreneur Monday, so it will be on Wednesday. So Wednesday, you guys will see about that. But today is Mompreneur Monday, and I'm so excited to be bringing you guys our very first mompreneur. Her name is Nisha, and let's just get into the interview. If you have read the article prior to the video, then you kind of know a little bit about her. But this video is going to go in depth even more than that. So let's get started. Hi, Nisha.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So before we jump into talking about your business, I want to get to know a little bit about you. Obviously, I just told everybody what your name is by greeting you, so we don't
Yeah.
have to go into that. But tell us a little bit about who you are.
All right. I am Nisha, as you all would know. As you stated before, I am a mother. I am a business owner. I am a travel advisor. I'm just everything. That's why I came up with Dynamic Legacy, because I'm an awesome dynamic mom. And I enjoy everything that I do. Um, I live in Charlotte. From North Carolina. I have a 1-year-old daughter. I'm still with her father. That's my love. That's my heart. And I just enjoy kids, being around my family, friends, and just enjoying every day of life.
Okay, nice. So you just have your one daughter who you said is one, correct?
Yep, she's one.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do with your daughter?
My favorite thing to do with her is to watch Coco Melon and do flips.
Coco Melon is
She like,
lit.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
They have all
All
the
I gotta do is
songs.
Coco Melon. It's time. She be like, okay, let's go. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I like to shop with her as well. I mean, just spending time with her, just doing different things. I put her in some of my YouTube channels as well, videos as well, just so, hey, she's gonna take after whatever she decided to do. She just had the
Yeah.
opportunity to follow mom.
Awesome. Keeping those doors open.
Yes.
I like it. So you already stated that you are with her father, so I can skip over my question. Married single dating.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we're still together.
Did you always see yourself as being a mom?
Yes, I thought I would be a mom of a boy at first. Then as I got older, I'm like, nope, I don't want a boy. But when I was young, I was like, no, I don't want a girl. Now I'm like, I'll take it. I'm
So what
happy
made you
about
switch it up?
it. So I don't know. Well, at first I didn't want a girl because I knew she'd be sassy like me. Her mouth would be slick, her attitude, everything. But even though those things came with it, I still enjoy every moment because I get to dress her, and I have a mini me.
Yeah,
Like someone I
I
can
feel
just
you.
actually show, like, hey, this is mine. I did this. Like, this is
Hey,
me when I was little. And I see it. And I enjoy it though, because she's so active, she's so entertaining, she's so smart. She just, I don't know. Without her, I don't think, yeah. I'm glad she came at the right time.
for sure. They always seem to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's one and she's already kicked up the sass.
Oh, yes, honey. Yeah. She been kicked up the sass, like, what? Who you talking to? I'm like, okay. And she be like, shh. Okay, you sassy. You're gonna get popped in the mouth. Okay.
Yeah, mine is 3, and she definitely got
Oh
the sass
man.
now. I
Yeah.
think she had it before, and we just kind of ignored it because she was little, you know.
Right.
But like when she got more words to go with it, like
Oh, it's like, yeah, okay.
Like
on
that's
self.
definitely sass. We can't mistake it for nothing else at this point. Definitely sass.
That's exactly what it is. It's nothing else. It's not no being cute. It's no, you're being sassy with me.
Right.
I
Right.
get it.
Well, that is cute. Now, I understand you got your happy little family. Do you have any fur babies?
I do not have any fur babies. We're gonna actually wait until we get into our house.
Okay.
Hopefully next year. Well, this year coming up, we'll move
All
into
right.
our house. He want his dog, and I want mine. Of course, he wants
Oh,
something big.
so
I
you
want
guys
something
want
small.
separate dogs?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure I understood that. Like, because you said
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wants his
Separate
dog
dogs. He
and
want a
you
big
want
dog,
yours.
and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want something small. He was like, well, he has a
Wait, what does
son.
he want?
He wants like a Rottweiler pit bull or some other type of, I don't know,
Like big
dog.
dog? Big
Yeah, and
dogs are fun though.
a boxer, I think it is. I don't know. Something just not for me.
You just want
I
something
done did
little
all
to
that. I
just
done
carry
had
around.
Dalmatians. I done had pit bulls. We done had litters. We done had everything. So I just want something small. Something small and cute. Me and Madeline can have that. That'll be straight with us.
Yeah. I'm I'm with your husband, boyfriend, I'm not sure which way it is, but I'm with him on the big dogs. I've had a small dog and I thought it would
Oh,
be cute
okay.
because I could dress it, but my dog was temperamental. She ain't like being dressed, so
Oh, it was probably, yeah. She was
kind
a
of
little
killed the whole
sassy
thing.
little dog. That's what they normally tend to do.
So yeah, off of the dogs and let's talk about why we're really here because you are a mompreneur.
I
So
am. I am.
tell me, first and foremost, what is the name of your business? I know you hinted at it earlier, but I don't know if anybody else picked up on it. So, what is the name of your business?
The name of my business is Dynamic Legacy Apparel. It is a kids' clothing boutique.
It's cute.
I started out with just sewing blankets, all type of blankets, baby team blankets, just all kind of stuff. Clemson fans. I haven't done it all. Birth cloths, and then I moved to doing t-shirts and other accessories, things, putting on stuff on there. And then I was like, I want to do more. Like, I'm about to have a baby. I want more.
Okay.
So that's when I decided to do the clothing boutique because my boyfriend has a son, but it's not enough boy clothes. Like girl clothes are
Mhm.
so easy and they're not expensive. Boy clothes are expensive. It is very rare to find. So that's why I came up about with the Dynamic Legacy apparel. Mostly trying to focus on boys, but I have girl clothes. Of course I have a little girl, but
Right.
that's why I came about it. Yep.
Yeah, boy clothes are difficult to find. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I actually thought that we were having a boy, like until we found out
Mm-hmm.
we were having a girl.
Okay.
And so I was like looking at stuff, and their stuff is like almost twice as much as the girls' clothes.
Exactly. And it's not many, not much of it.
Yeah. And I'm like, they just gonna grow out of this. Like,
It Get it all in short shirt. Like, huh? What? Why would I do that? But
yeah.
yeah, so
But that's, I mean, if you think about it, that's kind of how it is even for adult clothes. Like, women can buy clothes for like really nothing.
exactly
And
nothing.
then men's
Exactly.
clothes
And
is
it's
like,
like,
do
yeah,
you really need that?
exactly. Can you not like wear pants? Can you just I don't know something else?
So yeah, that's really dope though that you thought about the boy clothes and was like, you know what, we need to do something about this, change it up,
Yeah.
give some more options to parents. And I did take a little sneak peek, of course, at your website, and it was
Oh, well, I
cute. I
appreciate
like
it.
it,
Thank you.
and I like
Thank
that
you.
you had the little matching sets for parents too, because
Of
those are kind of
course.
hard to find as well. That's like
No problem.
appropriate,
Exactly.
because like
Exactly.
I've seen some matching kids sets, and I'm like, that's too grown.
I'm not letting my daughter wear
Right. I mean,
that.
to each his own. Do what you want to do with your kid, but that's just
Exactly.
what I was starting to see.
Exactly.
So obviously, you're doing a lot of apparel stuff. I know you mentioned earlier that you were sewing blankets when you started off.
Mm-hmm.
So do you still
Mm-hmm.
do that, or?
I do.
Okay.
And actually I thought about bringing it back and focusing, put more focus on that as well. I love sewing, crocheting, all that. I mean, I do a lot though. Um, but I do enjoy sewing blankets. Like I'm really thinking about bringing that back. I might not do, and it used to come with sets like I used to sew bibs as well, birth cloths, and I do like a t-shirt or something, and I just throw it all in a bundle and sell it. And some people might be like, hey, can you do my car seat cover as well? So I do different things like that as well. So I am thinking about bringing that back. So we'll
Okay.
see. Stay
So are
tuned.
those
Stay
like all
tuned.
custom, or is it something where it's like you
It
have a
is
set look and then they order a set look?
everything. Well, it just depends. Sometimes I just sew and just go.
Mhm.
There is never more than two blankets that are the same. It's only two
Okay.
blankets. Normally I just do one. Sometimes I might do two blankets that are the same.
Okay.
But again, they can be different as well because I might do a fleece side for that one, do a minky for this one. So it just
Gotcha.
depends on how I'm feeling. So nothing is ever really the same. Now, if they be like, "Hey, can I have a Clemson blanket?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I can do that." And I ask them what other side would they want, like minky, fleece, or whatever type of flannel or whatever they want on the other side besides the Clemson. Or if they whatever state, whatever football team, basketball team, they like, I would do that.
Okay. So tell me, Nisha, what got you into sewing? Like, what was the thing that was like, you know what, I want to sew?
That's crazy. I really don't know. And people are like, you just old. You have a hole. So I'm like, it gives me a peace of mind. It's escape. Like I just go in and just like I just enjoy it. It's just like a time consumer. I wouldn't even say consuming because it's something I enjoy. It's just helped me with any trouble that I'm thinking about, anything that's on my mind that I'm not liking or whatever. I just start sewing. I just start researching. Oh, how can I do this? What can I do with this? How can I sew this? Or a different technique to sew or different things like that. So that's just my getaway. That's my escape from a real vacation.
I mean, if you can't vacation, then
Exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and sew. That's like me,
go,
like
go ahead and do
vacation.
something that
So
relaxes you. That's the whole point.
exactly.
I got you. So, one thing that has been major this year has been COVID. Has that impacted your business in any way?
Um, not really, because people always online shopping. People
True.
gonna
There's
always
probably
shop.
been more of that since COVID than ever before.
Exactly. And that's what I tell people all the time, like even with the travel side, because I do travel as well.
Mhm.
Um, it hasn't stopped. People are still traveling. People are still willing to learn how to grow their money and get residual income, leverage income, and different things like that. So I feel like that's why we're so dynamic. Like you just have to be focused. You have to know what you want. You got to be consistent. You can't be like, oh, one day I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. You have to keep going, even when there are no sales. Because trust me, there's been times where I haven't got sales in weeks. However, you still got to promote because you got to know what you want.
Yeah.
If you just lag, then people gonna be like, oh, she come and goes. Why would I buy from her? How
Right.
consistent
We can't
is
rely
she?
on this.
Exactly. She's not consistent. Like, oh yeah, her stuff is nice, but how is she going to help me when I really need her? Is she decide to say, "Oh, I'm going to take a break," or she's not doing anything to be consistent? Like, you just have to be consistent, regardless of what it is. Be consistent and know if that's what you really want to do. That's what I tell people who have started. Like, I don't knock anyone's hustle, but can you see yourself doing it 5 years from now, 10 years from
Exactly.
now? It's a passion for me, so I enjoy it. So yeah, I can see 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now me still doing it because it's
Mhm.
what I enjoy doing. It's my living.
Right.
Like I want this. So
And that's
yeah,
so important to actually enjoy what it is that you do. Because
exactly.
it's gonna come out whenever you talk about it. Like even sitting here talking to you, even though we're not in person, like I can tell there's a joy, especially when you start talking about sewing, sewing your baby and your man. Those three, that smile lit up. So I
Yeah,
know, like I can
that's
tell those things are
it.
something that you're
Exactly.
truly passionate about, and that is important when you're doing something because just like you said with consistency, if you're not getting sales on something that you're not passionate about, you're not going to keep talking about it.
Exactly.
And one of the things that I wanted to ask you in regards to consistency is what would you tell someone who is like new to business and they like don't want to share posts about what they're doing because they don't want to like brag or like do too much? Because I've heard like in a lot of groups women who are like, well, I don't really post that much because I don't want my whole page to be all about my business. So I know what I would say, but I just want to hear from you, like what you would say to one of those people.
Why not? Oh, maybe about their business, right?
Right?
Forever 21. Shoot, every 5 seconds they sending out something.
Yep.
All these other businesses, like they started small. Amazon, look where they're at now.
Yeah, I
Apple,
get an email from
look where
Amazon
they're at
like
now.
twice a day.
Exactly. And I feel like if you can't brag on it now, whenever you are really up there, they're not going to know who you are. They don't know nothing about you. So why are they going to support you? What have you done for them to say, oh, yeah, I like her stuff. I like her. She's, it's okay to be humble. It is a humble thing. And that's what I tell my doctor all the time. Yeah, I'm humble about everything I do, but I'm going to brag because this is my money. This is my hard work. This is my blood, sweat, and tears. Like I work
Right.
hard for this. Why not? Why not? Why not
Right.
acknowledge it? Beyonce acknowledges her work.
So do.
Blue Ivy acknowledges her work.
Right.
Like, come on now, this baby finna get a Grammy, got nominated for a Grammy.
Right.
And she's acknowledging that work, like she knows. It's okay not to be, oh, have that big ego. Yeah. If you had that big ego, like, oh yeah, 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 no, bring it down and humble yourself. But don't just say, oh, I don't show my work because it is. And no, why not? How do you expect to grow and people to trust you if they can't see your work or know what's going on in your lifestyle? I feel
Exactly.
like you hide something from me. If you hide something from me, I can't trust you.
Exactly.
No trust, no business.
Exactly. And not even just no trust. The thing that I also tell people all the time is like, how will anybody even know what you're doing?
Ex-
Like
exactly.
if you don't say, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, then you can't complain if nobody supports you because nobody knew you was doing it in the first
Exactly. They
place.
didn't know what you were doing.
So
Oh, it's a million people doing it. So what?
right.
It's a million tire places. Somebody still needs a tire somewhere and go to that little shop.
Yep.
It's
So
okay. We can't take it all at one time. Other people can take on. It's okay.
exactly. Exactly. And that's one of the things too that I hear all the time, like people are feeling like they don't have room to do their piece. But it's like, for one, you're gonna do it a little bit different. And it's gonna be somebody that's gonna resonate with how you do it versus how the bigger company does it, or maybe even another small company does it. So if you really want to do it, like you said, you're passionate about it, just do it.
It's gonna happen. It'll come.
Exactly. Exactly. And it may not happen exactly how you envision it to happen, but it's gonna happen.
Exactly. It's gonna happen. Right.
So what do you feel like it has been your biggest success since you've been in business?
My biggest success. Actually being able to get different vendors and find different clothes. Um to get my LLC.
Yeah,
Um
major.
just to be consistent and just continue to grow regardless of how hard it gets, even at the long days work. Come home to your child, make sure they're fed, babe, do their hair. You still gotta work.
Right.
You still gotta figure out this. I mean, you're a mom, and I'm sure a
Yep.
lot of moms understand like it's not easy,
Mm,
but nothing is easy. If it's gonna make more money or whatever the case may be, it's not gonna be easy.
yep.
It's always gonna be trials and tribulations. It's always gonna be challenges, and I'm here for it. Like last month, my car got stolen. That was a challenge.
Yeah.
Now I gotta figure out, okay, I got orders to get out. I can't drive. Now I gotta go get a rental car. I gotta do this. Then I gotta search for another car in between of my everyday life of being a mom, working for corporate America, and so forth and so forth. However, it can be done. Yeah, it was stressful. It was hard. I felt
Mhm.
violated. I cried. Yes. But I had to put on my big girl pants and guess what? Keep moving. Get them orders out.
Yep.
That was
Because
another
we have
challenge.
more than just
Another
moms. Mom is just one role, but there's so many other things that make us an individual. And I know you're part of the group now, and that's one of the
Mhm.
things that, like, why I started the Balanced Mom in the first place was because so many times we get caught up in like just being mom, and it's like all these other
Exactly.
things that create us as individuals and that we're passionate about. And I spoke to a woman just before I started the group, and she was talking about how like her kids were grown and out of the house. She didn't know what to do with her life, and it was like, what you mean?
Why did you stop it in the first place?
Yeah,
I mean,
and
I
it
love my
didn't.
daughter. Don't get
Huh?
me wrong. But I love my daughter. Don't get me wrong. But I still go out and do different things. I'm still gonna go out, you know, here and there, whatever, have fun, make sure she's good too as well. But I feel like as mothers, we can't just like sit there. I'm sorry. I'm just
It's
looking what it,
okay.
I
I
don't know what's in her mouth. I'm like,
understand.
um, we have to still be, we're human. We're gonna make
Exactly.
mistakes. We still have to live though. We can't stop our lives because of that. I mean, yeah, some things changes, but we can still have fun. You can still do
Right.
what you're passionate about. Like you can still enjoy life.
Because you started your business before you had your daughter, right?
Yeah, I actually started my business in 2017 is when I started sewing and doing different things like that.
Okay, so you had like some experience of running a business, and then it was like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, baby.
Yeah. Right. Like, okay, now let's take it to a different level. Now, I'm
Right.
not going to lie, like, from just the research, it wasn't easy. I'm going to just be
Mhm.
honest. It wasn't easy. And it's tedious. And sometimes, you gotta like, you look at stuff, you be like, that look too cheap, or the material is not right,
Mhm.
or the pricing is just too much, or whatever the case may be. You just looking like going from sewing to actual selling clothes. It is a challenge. It's
Yeah.
a big challenge.
Did you feel like you lost like some control in like the quality? Because I know you were talked a little bit there about the quality of the products that you were
Um,
seeing when you swapped to clothes versus the things that you were making yourself.
right, because I mean, I actually go into the store and actually feel with the blankets and different stuff like that. Now with clothes, it's a little harder because sometimes when I order, depending on where you order from, sometimes it would like online, it might look like, okay, yeah, and then you get it and you be like, wait a minute. This is real not it. This is not the
Yeah.
material that they made it seem like it was. So yeah, I do get stuff where it's like, okay, and I'm like, I can't sell it because I feel like if my child can't wear it, I'm not gonna put it on nobody else's child.
Right.
That's just me. I mean, everybody else is different. Everybody else may think different, but if I want to allow my child to wear it, why would I allow your child to wear it?
Right. It's
Then
just
you
a thing of
thinking
having a standard.
exactly, and then it become a money thing if you're doing it, and it's
Hmm.
just not a money thing. I want to be able to help provide for other families at a reasonable price because it can get hard shopping for girls and boys. Just finding good quality clothes, it can be expensive. Like,
Right.
especially if you're a single parent, it can be very expensive. And I get it. And I don't want that. Like, I want you to have good quality clothes, but at a reasonable price. Now, I'm a reasonable price, and I'm not overboard, but I'm not the cheapest either.
Right.
Because I feel like you get what you pay for. If you want something not of good quality or very frail, then you're gonna pay $5 and $10 for that stuff.
Right.
But
It is
that's
having
not
a
what I want.
balance. It's just having
Right.
a balance. Like, you can't expect something for nothing, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be something where, you checking your bank account after you go purchase
Right, exactly,
to make sure
exactly,
you're good for everything else that you need to do. It's just having that good balance of having something that's quality, but yet still affordable. So it's not out of reach for people.
exactly.
Got you. So now right now, do you have any employees or is it just you in the business?
It's just me. Um, my sister and them, they might help out sometimes, but it's just me. I'm everything from the late nights, early mornings, planning. Everything is all me.
One woman show.
One woman show. I
Hey, I
want to
get it.
change that though. I want to change that because I feel like we're just gonna blow through the roof, and I know we are. But I'm patiently waiting. It's gonna happen. If
Yeah,
things
and
come to
it's
those who
time.
wait, it is.
Yep. So that, I mean, but it's a power in being a one woman show because you learn so many different aspects of business when you're the only person that's out there
Exactly.
doing it. You know,
Yep.
you're not relying on someone else to do your accounting, your taxes, to get your purchase orders in line. You get to experience that and know how to do it. So then when you do have a team, you know what the expectation is, you
Exactly.
know what you want to train them on doing, and then it makes it a little bit easier in some ways to step away because you know what you have to hand over and how to have that set up so that it flows
And
properly.
it's easy to understand. I mean, I get it.
Sure. So tell me a little bit about where you advertise, because I know a lot of people are concerned about like having to spend a lot of money on advertising to get their names out there. So what are some ways and some different places where you advertise your business?
Advertising can be expensive. And
Mhm.
I mean, at first I was on Facebook and Instagram, but now, I mean, everything is like word of mouth. Um, I'm in different groups, so I post my website on there all day throughout.
Mhm.
Um, and I might airdrop sometimes my business cards if you're available and you accept it. I do that, or I might give you some business cards. But until we actually get flowing and get where we want to be, advertising can be hard on social media. I mean, just not hard, but very expensive for you to get that actual outcome that you want, because you can't spend $5 and $10 and think that you're going to get something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on marketplace, like stuff like that. Like that's how I put my name out too. I started on marketplace, just posting my stuff on there, and people buy it. And then while I doing that, I throw in a business card, I throw in a scratch off card that I made, and boom, that's
Nice.
how I do
And
it.
that is so important for anyone that's just really tuned into that, to make sure that regardless of where your orders are coming from, that when you send things out, that there's some kind of marketing in there. Because they might want to reorder. They might see it and say, hey, this is actually really nice quality, or I could use a couple more of whatever it is they ordered. And now they know how to do it. And that's something that I've noticed, especially with online shopping. Like coming up a lot, there's a lot of companies that do not do that. So that's something to really take advantage of, even if it's just like on an invoice, something that you print out, just having some kind of way to let them know what website they can go to, where they can follow you
Right,
on social media, stuff like that, so that they can see what they can reorder or order again.
right, exactly.
So that's important. That's really good that you've been out there keeping your name in front of
Yes,
them any way
ma'am.
possible.
Hmm.
Now, as far as where you ship, do you ship just like locally in North Carolina, or are you shipping nationwide, worldwide?
I'm shipping everywhere. The farthest I have shipped so far is India,
Oh,
and that
okay.
was for Halloween. So yeah, it's everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. Um, hey, if you're gonna pay for the shipping costs, I'm gonna send it.
Okay.
I'm sending it wherever you want. It's available.
Nice. That's really nice too, because a lot of companies are either just locally or just within the nation. So it's good that you're like, you know what, wherever you
Wherever
are,
they'll let me ship to.
Dynamic Legacy is coming.
It's coming. It's coming to you.
So tell me, we're gonna get a little bit away from your business now, and we'll still kind of tying into it, but a little bit more personal. How often do you make time just for Nisha?
As much as I can. I mean, I work 7 days a week, so when I get time, I try to just ease my mind. But that's mostly as a mom, the bathroom. And if we
Yeah,
can get that.
it's like that's
And
like a
that's if
mom's
we
favorite room.
yeah, like and that's if we can get that. So when I'm in the shower, I try to meditate. Whenever she's napping or going to bed, I just sit there, just relax in the bed, watch some TV, and just go to sleep. Um, but it's always good to treat yourself. Sometimes I just treat myself to dinner, lunch. It just depends. But I do make sure because health is wealth.
Yes, it
We
is,
all here
and
for wealth, so
yeah,
that's
health is so important. It's
important.
one of the things that I feel gets overlooked is like our mental health, which as moms taking that break That's good for
Exactly.
your mental because you do
You
not want
have
to
to
snap
take the
off
break.
because you haven't taken a break and you don't know how long. So yeah, that break
Exactly.
is
You have to
critical
take it. You have to take that break.
for sure. Um, what do you feel like in entrepreneurship, well, mompreneurship, I should say, has been the biggest challenge when you're looking at balancing motherhood and owning a business?
The biggest challenge is, I mean, like I said, I mean, I have a 1-year-old. She's busy, so she's into everything. So I have to like really put her down or focus to see what's going on. To
She knew you were talking about her.
yeah, she's looking for some juice to do so, to do anything. So I just feel like my best time I can work is at nighttime or when she's not home, when she's at daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Since she just got into daycare, I do that. I just make sure she's able to be nowhere around me when I'm trying to work and do
Yeah.
what I need to do.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
that's
usually
my
the
time.
easiest when they're that little. It's like whenever you can have that little quiet time, somebody else is watching them, they're napping.
Exactly. Because if not, you won't ever get anything done.
Oh no, because they're gonna be glued to you. Like,
Right. Always on my hip. Always.
yeah, that's just the nature of it until they're about 5 or 6. They might detach a little, just a little bit.
Right, right.
So,
That's how it goes.
if you could, would you change anything about your life as it is right now?
No, I wouldn't. I feel like I'm in a good position spot right now. I'm still growing. So, I'm still learning. And I feel like because I waited so late in life for a lot of things and did a lot of things when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
before I decided to do anything, settle down, have any kids or do anything like that, I feel like I'm on the right path and everything is slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not rushing anything. So I feel like I've learned a lot and I've done a lot and I've been through a lot. So I'm very cautious and protective and aware of everything that I do. So would I make any changes? No. I'm absolutely happy and satisfied with what's going on right now. Besides getting my house, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
the only
but you're on
thing.
track for that, so that makes it
Right, right.
a little bit better when you can see that goal. It's like, no, I don't need to like rush it because
But
I
it's
know it's
coming. I know it's here.
right.
I can feel it.
Nice. Um, what do you attribute to your success or your success to?
Um, just being patient. Patience is virtue. Just being able to see things from every perspective. I mean, listening to everybody's opinions. Um, just keeping up with the motivation.
Mhm.
Um, watching different things, reading different books, reading different things. And it's just things that just continues to help me grow and just keeping negative from around me. More positive people, more business like people, people who actually want to succeed or trying to succeed without having any like major setbacks or putting things in their position to make them not as successful as they should be. So reaching my fullest potential has been a really good attribute to my success.
Now you mentioned reading. Is there any particular book that you would recommend for a mompreneur to pick up?
As of right now, I'm reading personally is Leader with No Title, without a title. Um, that is a really good book because it's a guy. He's around my age, 28, and he was in the military. or whatever case may be. He came home and he just felt like he needed a title, but he just didn't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care about his work ethics or anything like that. And I feel like reading that book will take you through so much stuff with having ownership, taking responsibility, and doing everything you can to reach your fullest potential and to be as successful as you should be or want to be. Um, so that is a great book. I really enjoyed it because it really shows just like it's a maid in there. She's a housekeeper for a hotel, but she hold it with so much pride. She don't need a title or anything like that. And the owner want to make her like on the top, but she don't need that to prove that, I'm a leader. You don't need a
Mm-hmm.
title to be a leader. I'm a leader without it, regardless of how you see me. It's the simple things. If you see some trash outside of your house on the step or something like that, or your apartment complex, are you going to pick it up or are you going to leave it there? That's
Right.
taking the next step and being a leader. Those things show into your work ethics and you taking responsibility, and good things come back to you when you do good things like that. So I feel like that is a great book you should read, or any
Okay. And
mother or anyone.
can you say the title one more time for
A
everybody that's
leader without a
watching?
title.
Leader without a title. All right.
Mhm.
Um, what is one tip or trick that you have learned that has helped you balancing motherhood with entrepreneurship?
Whew, balance is hard. So
Yeah.
I really don't. I'm just an as go. I try to put it in my notes and try to, me personally, and one thing I am trying to work on is being organized.
Mm-hmm.
I suck at it. So I had to put everything in my notes, like specifically, I need to do this in order. Because if I don't put in an order or anything, my mind just goes to where, oh no, you need to do this. Oh no, even though it's 2 months from now, you still got to do this. So I have
Mm-hmm.
to really like, it's hard. It's not easy. So I have a calendar that I take around with me outside of my phone because I need 2 to 3 things to say, oh no, you should be doing this right now. Not that.
It's a
So
power in having things written down too, like other than
yeah.
just in tech. Like tech is beautiful. I love it. I would be lying if I said that I don't use it on a regular basis. My calendar, I've got like several different calendars
Right.
and I have my reminders on my phone as well. So I have like so many different things that are always telling me what I'm supposed to be doing next. Like tech is
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
but the things that I write down are more than likely the first things that I get done, no matter
See,
what, like
exactly.
no matter what order it's in. It's like whatever is written down, if I can see it like in my right, I'm like, oh yeah, you did say you was gonna do that, you better go do
You
that.
need to do that. Yeah, exactly.
So it is really really powerful in writing things down, and organization is key. My mind races just like what you were saying, like you start thinking about something.
I'm
So I
telling you.
found that a mind dump, there was actually another mompreneur that I'm hoping to have on for Mompreneur Mondays as well, that I talked to, and she told me about having like a mind dump journal, and that has stopped my little crazy squirrel moments so many times. But yeah, writing things down is key. But let's move on to just kind of wrap everything up for this particular interview, because we're going to be back on again live January 4th at 8 p.m. So we'll dive deeper into some of the things that we talked about here today, as well as just some other things that we didn't really touch on today. But I just want you to tell everyone like how they can shop with you, like where are you at, drop your websites, social media handles, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, of course, of course. You can go to Dynamic Dynamic legacyapparel.com. That is my website. You can also follow me on Instagram at dynamic underscore legacy underscore apparel. And you can follow me on Twitter at Dynamic Legacy. So I'm on everything.
All
Even
right.
got into
So
the clubhouse as well.
Dynamic Legacy.
Dynamic Legacy. I'm
And
there.
and
Now let
all of
me.
that will be linked in the description below. So if you didn't catch something, just go into the description. You can get everything linked from social media to actual websites, as well as the article that will be out here. So if you're more
Definitely.
of a reader than a watcher, you have that access as well. Um,
Definitely, definitely.
and the last thing that I want to leave with is just your advice to a mother who wants to start a business, but maybe a little hesitant or may not know what she wants to do yet with a business.
Research and dive in. Research and dive in. Get on YouTube, get on Pinterest, read some books, get that motivation, listen to some YouTube motivational speakers, whomever. Get that motivation. Once you get that motivation and that thrive and that drive, go for it. Write it down. Do your research. Write down your goals. I don't care if it's a goal for the next day. Today I'm going to go look at a book. Pick up a book, motivational book. It doesn't matter. Just go for it and don't look back. But stay consistent.
Thank you. So thank you so much, Nisha, for taking this moment out of your day to chat with me for a little bit and share your business, Dynamic Legacy Apparel, with
Yeah.
me and my audience. I really, really appreciate you. And I look forward to chatting it up again live with you on Instagram. I think it's going to
Yes, I
be a
definitely
good time.
appreciate too. I feel like this is a great. I love what you're doing. This is very awesome what you're doing, and I look forward to talking to you again and seeing you guys in the future.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.